Hello everyone, your voice here and welcome to the channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to feature the Sansevieria disticha species or disticha species. And this is collected by Chris Bales. This is BAIC2 and it is the largest of the BAIC collections that he has. I'm not sure if BAIC 54 or the last anode is larger than BAIC 2. I have some pictures of it when it was first planted on this location, which is very small, and then the transformation is quite astonishing because it looked very different when it was first planted in this spot. So it has now grown very large. In fact, it is one of the biggest Sansevierias that I have in the nursery or the garden. So what we are going to do is we are going to take measurements of how large the Sansevieria specimen of our BAIC2 or the species Sansevieria disticha or disticha. And there are a few of them that are classified under that species. So in my opinion, there is a need to distinguish especially the location where they were collected, or if they have collections ID, like the one that I'm showing right now was collected by Chris Bales, and he assigned the collection number BAIC2 for it. Also, we have sold some BAIC2 that were very, very large when we planted the Sansevieria disticha with the BAIC3. So the BAIC3 was featured first, and I should have done BAIC2 before the 3, but there was a need to critically transfer BAIC3. You can just check the channel if you want to see that Sansevieria disticha with that collection ID, because it is very different from what I'm showing you right now. The one that I'm showing you right now is having the collection ID of BAIC2. So both were collected by Chris Bales, and so far in my experience of growing them, BAIC2 has grown very, very large in my experience. I have BAIC 54. Perhaps I will be featuring it, but it is slow growing as compared to what I'm showing you right now. By the way, we have Andres with us right now, and he will be assisting me in taking measurements for the Sansevieria disticha BAIC 2. It's also very confusing because before I thought they were part of the Robusta species of Sansevieria, but now they have been classified as a different species, which is disticha or disticha, meaning it resembles the word, or coming from the root of disticus, meaning growing from side to side in a fan-shaped form. In botanical terms, disticus means fan-shaped, growing in a fashion of having a fan form. So that's why the species is called as disticha. Some of the disticha, some of the Sansevierias classified as disticha species even are twisting themselves. So among the disticha species, the one that I'm showing you right now, BAIC2, is really apt to the name, which is really disticus in form, because this Sansevieria species with the collection number BAIC2 is really growing in a disticus manner. It does not twist itself to ruin the disticus form or to deviate from the disticus form, so to speak. So what we'll do right now is we'll take measurements so that we can record the leaf length, because like I mentioned, it's very big. And Andres, can you come over so that people can see how large the specimen is? Can you sit down over there? All right, so this is Andres, and this is how big the Sansevieria disticha. And just so to show you folks that it is really a big specimen. So what we'll do now is to take measurements. So I'll be coming over and do some measuring, and we'll use the measuring tape, because that's the only one that this is the only tool that can accurately measure the leaves of very long plants and twisty leaves, twisty leaf Sansevierias. So perhaps we'll measure this leaf over here. Oh, that belongs to another offset. We'll measure this one, which also belongs to the other offset there. So this is the first disticha that I planted, and this is the second one at the back. So there are two disticha BAIC2 specimen that grew on here. This is the first, and this is the offset. So we'll just measure the ones the offset, because it's easier for me to do it. So Andres, can you hold it down in here? Hold this, and hold it, pin it in here. Hold it right there, because it's so. And can you hold it here? Right, that's it. Alright, so we were able to measure, and the measure would be at 54 inches. So that's almost 5 feet in length. Can you hold the other one again? Hold it there. And this other one would be very close to 54. It's 52 inch. And next we will be measuring perhaps the thickness of the leaf. And the leaf is actually at around 1 inch thick, and it is very chunky. So we're done measuring. How tall it is, I can't really measure, but this is the 24-inch ruler, so that's 24 inch, that's 2 feet. 2 feet, another 2 feet, that's 4 feet. So the most probably height is at just more than 4 feet, but the leaf, because they're bending over, if you measure them, I would say that they're about 5 feet in length. So I guess that's all the measurements that we can get. We can measure it as such, and actually the leaf size is oval in form. So I'll have to move closer and show you. The leaf is oval in form, so it's very hard to measure because it's not cylindrical. It's not circular that you can just measure it through one diameter in the cross section. The cross section of this plant can be measured by sideways. It's 1.5 inches, and then the canal would be at 1 inch. So that's the leaf measurement of Sansevieria disticha. Alright, so I'm just gonna hold it. Also, we will discuss the leaf tips. It's difficult to move around in this spot because it's kinda narrow. The area is narrow. It's narrow as such, and we can't move around freely to take measurements. And it's also very hot in this location, so I might just grab something because they're already they have grown more than the allotted rack, because I have plants above. The leaves have grown longer. I have mistakenly calculated how tall the Sansevieria disticha BAIC2 can grow. So they have grown more than the allotted height, which I placed my plant rack. There's another rack above. This is the plant leaf. It is very sharp. It's dangerously sharp. It's hard, so it can easily puncture the skin. So just caution yourself when you are dealing with Sansevieria distichas, because they have very very sharp leaf tips. So like I mentioned, some of the Sansevierias that are classified as disticha are very distinct to each other, although they share one common trait, which is distichous in form. Some of the distichas or disticas have blunter tip and fatter spikes on the leaf tip, especially the samurai dwarf Sansevieria disticha. I forgot I can't. I don't have the collection ID. I think it's 23158, but I'm not really sure. But it's known in the trade as dwarf samurai, so it's part of the disticha species, and it doesn't have the same leaf tip. The leaf tip of dwarf samurai is a lot blunter and it's stouter than what I'm showing you right now, which is Sansevieria disticha BAIC 3. Alright, so also since we're getting some records, let's just check out some of the leaf characteristics of BAIC2. So BAIC2 is kind of glaucous, having glaucous texture. You see the whitish coating. It repels water to protect the leaf from absorbing excess moisture when it rains. So that's one of the characteristics of BAIC2. Also, for the leaf pattern, I'll have to move closer. There is very minimal or barely any longitudinal lines on BAIC 2, except for this ones, which can be seen, I think, in juvenile form only, because when they start to grow to maturity, they will sorta fade, and they can be barely seen. So that's one of the characteristics with regards to the leaf pattern of Sansevieria disticha BAIC2. So folks, I think this is it for this content, and we managed to get some data or records with regards to leaf length, how far they can grow, the cross-sectional diameter or the cross-sectional measure of the leaf itself, how long the leaves are, and we have described the leaf tips to be very sharp and dangerous. So take caution when you're dealing with Sansevieria disticha BAIC2, especially if they have already grown in maturity, because the leaf tips are very sharp. Alright, so aside from that, I think I have nothing else to add. So folks, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below, and if you like the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. So Andres and I will be going. Andres, goodbye, and thank you for watching. You all have a great day.